Hey guys, it's RobJ here, and in today's video I'm going to be doing an update on my Messor structor and talking about what's actually gone on and the latest news. Just before we do get into the video, I would like to say that this video is sponsored by Ant Keeping Depot, and let's get on to the video. So, as you may have seen in a video quite a little while back now, I got the Messor ants. And I kept them in the test tube, grew them up until they were big enough to move into this little all-in-one that I made out of various modules. And it was very good. And as you can see, they have doubled at least in numbers. And there's a very healthy workforce, a large amount of eggs, new ants, so that's the very light brown ants that you'll see in this shot here. If you see anything very light or just not black like the rest, that's because he's not actually hardened up yet, so that means he's pretty much the newest ant that's just enclosed. So, you know, it's all going on in here. We have eggs, larvae, there's a lot of different stages visible, and everything is really healthy and the numbers are up. But you might have noticed straight away, or you might not, because everything looks normal. There's eggs everywhere, there's new workers coming in, but there is something missing. There's no queen. And this has to be a recent occurrence, because we have eggs here from a few days ago, and I saw her. I think she was in between the nest and the outworld when I was cleaning them out. A week ago, definitely confirmed as being in there, and I'm sure I've seen her as recent as 3 days ago. And as you well know, the queens are normally much bigger than the workers, majors, anything like that. And this is the case with this species. She is much bigger. So it's not like I couldn't spot her if I tried. But I looked everywhere expecting to find her in a tunnel, out of sight. But I couldn't. And I'm like, there's no way just the queen would escape, and there is no way to escape. But then I look in there and I see eggs. Like, just laid eggs, like days old eggs. And so this still, even now, doesn't make much sense of what's actually happened. But if she's not escaped, and she is gone, and there's no evidence of that, then, you know, it only leaves one conclusion. But I did actually find what I'm guessing is the queen. So, yeah, the queen has died or been killed. I'm gonna lean towards dying, and my best guess is that she died for some weird reason. I really can't put my finger on why. They are well fed, everything's perfect, and the colony is super healthy. So, and she was laying right up until she died. So, you know, she died, was killed, and what I can only imagine happened then is they proceeded to eat her. Everything that they could. They probably fed her to her own larvae, because the ants wouldn't have been able to chew some of the more harder parts of the queen. So there's no way they left the amount of evidence they did without having it done. So here's an old video, and you can see how big she is, okay? And this is what I found. I'm pretty sure this is her thorax. You can see the 4 connections for the rear legs there, and I'm pretty sure these are the wing scars on the side. And just in case you don't know what thorax is, as you can see here on this little picture, it is the middle part, and yeah, it's much bigger than even the largest major thorax, so it can't be a worker's piece. And at closer inspection, it is just a shell. Some smaller ants have been inside, and there is nothing. It's hollow. It's just a husk. So she must have died. They've quite literally ate her. So that's how come I never noticed so recently. But this has to have happened in the last few days. She died, was eaten that quickly. And I've never had a queen actually eaten before. Not by her own colony. Yeah, I know that probably happens in the wild when another colony invades, the queen gets killed. I'm sure that happens. And but in my collection, I've never had a queen die and be eaten. So this is a first, but I'm sure it's not rare, but it's the first time it's happened to me, and it's the first time I've not known the queen's gonna die. They've never been healthy and productive and then not made it. So I'm really gutted, to be honest. Really gutted. Because the colony was doing so well, they were looking so nice, and I was even looking at what to move them to next, and yeah, this is as big as they're ever gonna get. What will happen now is them eggs will develop, the most recent eggs, and when they do develop up, I'm not gonna notice a number change. If anything, they're gonna get a little bit bigger. But then eventually, as the older workers die off, they're not gonna be replaced. And so this colony has actually died. It's just a slow process without the queen. So I'm gonna continue looking after the ants as if the queen is there. But this colony is now guaranteed to die out. It is destined. It wrote its destiny. So yeah, bit of a bummer. It's not good. I quite liked it. It's my only Messor ants as well, so I will not have any seed-eating ants after this colony dies. Anyway guys, I'll catch you in my next video. Laters.